Greetings everyone, my name is Eckerville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man 3D 2, The Siege of Megacity. Continuing on from the last episode, I'll soon be entering the cold storage unit. But before that, I'll be picking up all of the tanks and upgrades that are scattered outside of Dr. Light's lab, as I still have my jetpack from the previous episode. Sadly, it's only temporary. That should be good enough. Now back to Dr. Light's lab for a quick refill. And back outside again. Following the cold storage unit, there's probably one more facility that I've overlooked, but I'll have to locate it first. Here it is. But as always, first I'll pick up all the tanks and upgrades scattered outside of the facility. You know what, let me first enter it so I can activate the teleporter, then get back out again. This is going to be the ice level. I wish I had 3 slots here, this would make it so much easier. At least using a quick boost requires less energy overall than the floating platforms and the toad hop. Now I just need to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I think we're all clear. So back to Dr. Light's lab for another refill. Then back to the cold storage unit. Or the cold storage facility specifically. Neat, we have a remix of Toadman's stage theme playing in the background. And this is going to be an ice level. Quick boost seems like a good option. And our first boss battle is to the north. So let me go there first. I can't reach it here for some reason, so I guess I need to get to a higher elevation. They work the same way as it did in Mega Man 3D. If you hit the sides, they'll release a shockwave. I see the door up there. I'm gonna have to climb up there somehow, probably from the southern side. So let me defeat the boss on the eastmost part of the facility first. Oh goody, I see Yoka blocks. Yeah, they have ice physics. Good to know. Even these platforms have ice physics on them, even though these do not look icy at all. You never know if there's a secret bonus item. Now these blue washers fire lasers. And our first boss is Chillman from Mega Man 10. If all these Roadmasters are ice-based, I guess their weaknesses are the Flamethrower and perhaps the Elect Beam. This works pretty well. But let's use the Elect Beam for a change. It is super effective. Ice Needle. So a special ability, what does it do? Causes spikes of ice to grow from the ground in front of you. It's right below me actually. It's probably for zoning and Roadmaster weakness affiliations, if they do actually exist in this game. I'm not sure if they exist. They didn't exist in this game's predecessors. One down, two left to go. And I accidentally forgot to check that room for upgrades. So let's quickly do that in case there's one on top of these ice blocks. A few boss arenas did that, so I want to check every single one of these. Don't fire at these washers either, as it'll detonate them, and these detonations can have a cascade effect. If you land directly on top of one of them, it won't send them off. Oh, there's my ticket upwards. That opens that door, but I want to get to the higher elevation first, if it's all possible. No, I can't access it from here. I need to get to another room. This room in particular. Or I could go after the boss first, which I will do. Looking at the size of this facility, it's actually rather small, kind of disappointing. I was wishing for bigger facilities. Although that may be because I'm getting more and more firepower, I'm tearing through these facilities a lot faster. And our next boss is Flashman. Let me try this actually, the deflector shield. Come on, shoot at me please. Well, it works here with projectiles, not with these shockwave attacks, unfortunately. Radio Flash. That's the official name of the attacks that these washers are creating. Radial Energy Attack. So it's effectively a melee weapon, but I'm gonna take a force dead over here, so I'm back to full health. You essentially use it as a melee attack. Otherwise, almost all of your primary and special weapons are better to use compared to that. Unless you combine it with the power boost. Even then, it's rather weak. It should be much stronger. I wonder what happens if you double equip the energy generator. Does it double its effects? No, it doesn't, sadly. Ice Physics Inertia. At least it's more gradual compared to something like Mega Man Maker. Sorry about that, my game froze for a second. Whoops, I thought that was actually solid ground until the last moment. See what I mean by the inertia? At last, I'm at the second story. I just need to be careful not to fall down, because then I have to backtrack back to this room, or reset the room with F10, or die. Just mash the S key in order to do this. The only problem with the ring boomerangs is that they sometimes home in on enemies they can't ever reach. If I fall down here, I'll reset the room with F10. The safer idea is to get to this side of the room, enter the door, and re-enter this room this way. That way I can easily backtrack, in case stuff like this happens. I don't know how I hit the wall there. I thought it was rotated more. See what I mean by ice physics affecting everything here? I need to be a bit further away. That's the spirit. This is the first time I picked up a protocol item in this game. They are very rare for some reason. I have plenty to spare after all, and they refill all of my energy, not just 28 bars like in Mega Man Megacity. That was changed for the better in this game's predecessor, Mega Man 3D. Not sure how I saved myself over there. Thank you, collision detection. For an ice level, outside of the sections with Yoko blocks, there aren't that many bottomless pits. And our boss here is Jewel Man. Let me try the solar flare. That's a massive amount of damage, but it takes a massive amount of energy to use. So let's pair it with the power booster and see how it works. And it lags the game as it disappears, probably as it collides against every segment of the wall at once. As always, his weakness is the Elect Blast. Look at the amount of damage it does. The Elect Blast is effectively the Infinity plus 1 weapon of this game. And we acquired the Jewel turrets. Create a floating turret that attacks nearby enemies. I can foresee this being useful during certain boss encounters. So I presume I 100%ed the facility, so I'm out of here. I don't know about you, but I was kind of hoping the solar flare to be a bit more powerful. Then again, I have 30 plus E-tank, so it can be pretty powerful if I spam it. Let's see, 28 Roadmasters down, 22 left to go. Sorry if this episode is a bit short, only about 19 to 20 minutes long. The next few will be on the longer side, as I have to explore a lot of blocks of the city. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!